Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Excuse my, my crazy bun, but I wanted to go live really, really quick to show you guys a process that I use to make my tea bags. I drink several different types of tea. Um, I love tea. I drink more tea than I do coffee or anything else. But as I was doing some research on tea bags, because normally I would just go to the store and grab whatever type of tea bag that I want or that I like and keep it pushing, use my tea bags. But I learned that a lot of companies, the tea bags that you buy in the store, they actually have a bunch of other shit inside the tea bags, or they don't have what it is that you think is in the tea bag in the tea bag. And I didn't have time to be trying to figure out, what's in this brand's tea bag. Is this a good brand of tea bag and all that other craziness? Um, so what I started doing was making my own tea bags, which is very, very easy. So you can order, there's like little balls that they have. They have metal ones, they have mesh ones that you can order online, Amazon, eBay, Etsy. And they're fairly easy to get. You can get them in packs of anywhere from 5 to 100 or more. But what I do is I buy the actual herb that I want to use, or the tea that I want to use. I buy the loose tea, and then I buy my bags and I make my own tea bags. So at one point I ran out of tea bags, the tea bags that I would normally use. And I'm like, so I started taking my tea and just putting it in my kettle and steaming it and, boiling it and then using a strainer to strain it. But I didn't want to do it. That's not how I wanted to drink my tea, because you're actually supposed to let your tea bag seep in your hot water. And something that I like to do a lot with my tea is, because I don't put sugar and stuff like that in my tea. I like the taste of just tea. I like the taste of black coffee. So I'll just take my tea bag and I'll put it in my water bottle and let it, sit throughout the day and sip on it throughout the day. So I want to show you something. I'm going to show you how I make my tea bags, one, and a quick little trick, I guess you would say, in the event that you run out of your tea bags that you would buy from Amazon or wherever the case may be, to make your own personal tea bags. But I also want to show you what I do with my bottled water, so that I'm constantly, I'm getting my water, but I'm drinking my tea throughout my day. So first you want to start with your loose tea. I just throw it into a bowl like this. Lord, I didn't inhale the damn tea. But, and it's pretty like strong because it's the actual tea, the leaves. So I just throw it into a bowl like this. This particular tea is my red raspberry leaf tea. I love this tea. This tea, if you mix this tea with hibiscus tea, it is, because hibiscus tea, the leaves are naturally sweet. And if you mix the red raspberry leaf and the hibiscus together, it is so stinking good, and it smells so good. So this, I actually get, it looks like this in the bag. This is another tea that I'm going to make, another batch of tea bags that I'm going to make. I drink this a lot as well. And this is another one that I'm going to make. I'm actually, because these are the actual leaves, so I'm going to break them up so that I can put them in the tea bags. I'm not going to show you that today, but that's what I'm going to do with these leaves. And when I break them up, this is what they'll look like when I actually had crushed them all up, and then I just put them in a tea bag. But these I get from Bayor Herbs. I love going there. It is a little shop in the Columbus Market in Columbus, New Jersey. I love going there. He has some of everything. Like, there's so much. And then he's the type of owner that if you're looking for something and you don't see it there, if you let him know, he will definitely try to get it for you. So he's kind of like my go-to place now for my tea, for my loose tea. So as I was saying in the beginning of this live, I have ran out of my the tea bags that I use, they're like little just drawstring tea bags that I normally order from Amazon. I ran out of them. So I went to Walmart actually, and because I didn't want to drive to Michael's or anything. And I'm like, what can I use, in place of these tea bags? Because I want to make more tea bags, because I didn't like putting the leaves in my my tea kettle and doing it that way, and then having to strain the tea and all that other crap. I didn't feel like it, because then you got to clean the pot out, and it's just annoying. So I actually went to Walmart and I got these. It's a bag of 50. They were like $6 and some change. They were just $6 for 50 bags. And this is what they look like. Now, these are the bags that you would normally put like little trinkets in. People for like parties or whatever put candy in these bags to give out or whatever. That's what these bags are. And they open at the top, and they have the little drawstrings on the side, okay? And I'm like, these are fragnabin perfect. And they're actually cheaper than the ones that I get on freaking Amazon. Oh my, and I don't have to pay for shipping. What? So I was very excited. I actually wish they were a little bit smaller. And I'm sure if I go to a Joann's or a Michael's or, what's the other one I go to? Starts with an A, can't think of it. But if I go to one of my craft stores that I go to, I'm sure I can find these in a smaller size. But I like these. They're like meshy, so your tea is not going to come out into your cup or your bottle or whatever it is that you're using to make your tea in. I love these. So all you do is so simple. All you do is take your bag, take some of your tea, however much you want to take, stick it in your bag. I actually made some already, and I made them kind of big, but this is kind of larger than your normal tea bag. But tie it twice. You really ain't gotta tie it twice, but I tie it twice. Tea bag. Boom. Tea bag. Tea bag. Tea bag. I was so excited when I'm like, yes, I can just run to the store and grab these bags. I don't have to order them from Amazon and wait a day or two to get them using Prime. That's if the place that I go has them, and that I order from has any in stock. But your tea bags, and you don't have to worry about or wonder what the hell is in your tea bags. Because I was actually a little bit pissed, and I just happened to stumble up. I'm a Google person, like super duper Google, Yahoo News. Like if I'm laying in my bed and I'm not actually checking emails or sending emails or text messages, that's what I'm doing. I'm on Google, I'm on Yahoo News, that's what I'm looking at. And I stumbled, I think it wasn't Google, I think it was like Yahoo, had a list of tea companies, and a list of tea companies that had tea bags that had other stuff other than what was supposed to be in them, or the tea bag the tea is just not what it's promoted as. So you think you're buying green tea and you're buying something totally different, or you think you're just buying green tea with ginger, and it has a bunch of other chemicals in it, which I'm not for that. Like, I drink tea, one, because I like the taste of tea, but I'm drinking tea for the health benefits that are associated with the things that I'm drinking. So if I want red raspberry leaf tea, that's what I want to be drinking. I don't want to go buy something and not know it, thinking it's one thing, and then I'm drinking something totally different. That pisses me the fuck off. But when you do it this way, you know exactly what's in it. So here you go. And again, these tea bags are, this is what it is. It's the red raspberry leaf tea. It comes in this bag. It's a pretty good size. It's a 2-ounce bag. And then when you get it, it's really full. It's actually probably more than 2 ounces that he stuffs in these bags. I get it from, what is it, Bayor Herbs, and located in the Columbus Market in Columbus, New Jersey. And today I'm also gonna go ahead and bag up some soursop leaves. I'm actually gonna crush these up and put them in some tea bags. And I'm gonna do this. So these I drink a lot of, and the reason behind that is because they are really, really good when it comes to women's health. I am 41 years old, and several years ago, in 2015, I had a hysterectomy. And before then, I dealt with issues of fibroids and endometriosis, and it was just bad, like bad. Like the pain and the craziness that I went through when it comes to like my reproductive system and just my health as a woman was just crazy. And I dealt with that all through my teenage years, all through my young adult years. So eventually I had a hysterectomy in 2015. It was not done right the first time, so I then again had to go in for another surgery to correct what was not done properly the first time. So I had to do that in 2017. And when you're my age, you're young, and I consider myself young. Mind your business. Don't ask no questions, okay? But I'm 41 years old. To me, that's young. You know, it's not common for a woman, and this was a couple years ago, to have to deal with the issue, the issues of menopause and hormone imbalances and all kinds of other craziness. And again, I had been dealing with a lot of hormone imbalance issues and all kinds of other women's health and reproductive issues early on in life. So I started doing, looking for more holistic ways to help myself. And a lot of that came through, okay, you can take this, red raspberry leaf is amazing for women's health. Ginkgo biloba is amazing for women's health. Ginger root is amazing for women's health. So what is another one? Dandelion tea is amazing for women's health. Maca root is amazing for women's health. So these are some of the things that I tried to incorporate, and I was trying to figure out ways to incorporate these things into my diet more. And I'm like, well, I could just drink the tea. I like drinking tea. So why not? So yes, that's the reason why I picked those. And soursop is just a superfood. It's like the fruit itself is good. It's good, and it's good for you. The leaves are like just even better. So yeah, that's the reason why I choose these particular things. There's a few others that I drink from time to time, but these are pretty much like the main ones that I drink a lot of. These and ginger root. I do ginger root and turmeric. So I just slice those, cut them up, put them inside the tea bags. Those tea bags I actually put inside the freezer. and I will either put them in some hot water or some cold water and let them seep, and that's how I drink it. But another thing that I did want to show you, so some people don't like hot tea. I know a couple of people who don't like hot tea, but here's another way that you can drink your tea, and it's super duper simple and easy. So give me 1 second. So typically I would take a bottle of water. This is my favorite water. I actually buy these by the case. You can get these by the case at Sam's. They come 12 in a case for about $18, which is good because if you just buy this one bottle in the store, it's like $2.50. You might catch it on sale for $2, but typically it's $2.50 if you buy this size bottle in the store. This size is 50.7 fluid ounces, so it's a pretty big bottle. And yeah, so you just take this bottle and you drink a little bit out of it. Take your tea bag. And let your tea bag sit in your water. And I'll leave this in here all day. Well, usually I'll like do it at night and I'll sit it in the refrigerator. So it has sat overnight and all of my tea. If you can't, I don't know if the camera will let you see it, but if you see it, like, because the water and the tea bag are starting to mix, the water is starting to change colors. But yeah, your tea bag will seep in here and you just sip on it. Again, I like tea with no sugar. I like coffee with no sugar. I'm not a big fan of sweetened coffee or tea. But you can also put your sweetener in here. So you can, once you put your tea bag in there, you can squeeze some honey, a little bit of honey, some agave. I don't recommend white refined sugar, but if that's what you use, your Splenda, your whatever it is that you use, put that in there, give it a good shake, mix around, sit it in the refrigerator. A lot of times I would forget to do it at night and I'll just do it in the morning before I leave out the door. Like if you already have, and again, I put my tea bags in a big bag, and then I'll take a marker and I'll write on the, on the bag what it actually is so that I know what it is. And if it's something that I put like a ginger root or turmeric or something in, I'll just throw it in the freezer to extend its shelf life, so that the root that I'm putting in there, because ginger root and turmeric are roots, and so that they don't break down and get all, just like if you leave fruit and stuff out, it goes bad. So that it doesn't go bad, I just throw it in the freezer. But if I just have regular leaves or anything, I just put them in a Ziploc bag and I'll put them where I put my tea at, and I grab one when I'm ready for it. So there you go. We teabagging out here in these streets. See, I need y'all to get y'all, don't nobody message me or comment on here why you choose Tina, why you choose that title, because I'm out here making tea bags in these streets. Get your mind out together. Fragnab you. But yeah, make your own tea bags. Know what it is that you put in your body. I'm not even gonna bullshit you. Had this been 10 years ago, I would not have cared. I'd go grab the tea bags. If I want to feel like a little bit safer, I'll go to a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's and get them, because the chances of me getting some BS from those stores is a little bit less than if I go to an Acme or a Giant or a ShopRite. But yeah, I wouldn't have cared then. But the older that I'm getting, the more I am conscious about my health and what I'm putting in my body. And I really have a crazy relationship with food. Like, food is my choice of drug. No bullshit. It's my addiction. I love food. But now that I'm getting older, I am trying to be more conscious of what I'm putting in my body and how much of stuff I'm putting in my body. Because I have some genetic things that I just can't control because they're in my DNA. And food isn't made the way that it used to be made when I was a child, or when my parents were kids, or when my grandparents were kids. So I'm not trying to be old and broke up, and I'm trying to keep this for a long time. As long as I can hold on to it, I'm trying to hold on to it. It's the only one I got. This is the only one that I have. So I'm trying to, while I'm here in this life, on this earth, I'm trying to, make it do what it does for as long as I can. Get it? Got it? Good. But yeah, be mindful of what you're putting in your body, and make your own tea bags. It's simple. It's not rocket science. It's easy as shit. Go to your craft store, Walmart, get yourself some tea bags. These were all of $6 and some change for 50. Go to your local herb store or wherever you get your herbs and stuff from. I go to Bayor Herbs in the Columbus Market in Columbus, New Jersey. Get your herbs, put them in a bowl, put them in your tea bags. Make your tea bags, be done. And literally, you can do this in 10 minutes, depending on how much herbs you get. I got my soursop leaves, again, my red raspberry leaves, and my ginkgo biloba. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's how I've always pronounced it. So that's what it's going to be. Yeah, make your own tea bags. We teabagging out in these streets. Y'all thought it was something else, didn't y'all? Nasty. But all right, y'all. I'm out of here. I got stuff to do. Woo-hoo. I'm going to go try and find a dress today, because I'm going somewhere. And I was going to wear something in my closet, but I want to see if I can find something cute. And I'm going to sip on my tea while I'm doing it. Love y'all. Bye.